All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Lalema Aneja Dang. The headlines. Centre extends free food grain for more than 81 crore people under National Food Security Act till December 2023. Union Cabinet approves revision of One Rank, One Pension scheme. Over 25 lakh pensioners to benefit from the revised scheme. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address 75th Amrit Mahotsav of Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul Rajkot Sansthan today. CBI arrests former ICICI Bank CEO Chanda Kochar and her husband Deepak Kochar in Videocon loan fraud case. US President Joe Biden nominates Indian-American Richard Verma to top diplomatic position in the State Department, and 18-member team announced to represent India at FIH Hockey Men's World Cup 2023 in Bhubaneswar. The Union Cabinet has approved providing of free food grains under the National Food Security Act till December 2023. Addressing media, Union Minister for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Piyush Goyal said that around 81 crore 35 lakh beneficiaries who earlier used to procure food grains at subsidized rates will now get the food grains free of cost. Mr. Goyal said the centre would bear the entire cost amounting to around 2 lakh crore rupees per year.
नेशनल फूड सिक्योरिटी एक्ट के अंतर्गत जो गरीबों को खाद्य सुरक्षा दी जाती है, ये अब पूरी तरीके से मुफ्त में लोगों को उपलब्ध कराई जाएगी देश भर में.
The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approved the enhanced minimum support prices for copra for 2023 season. Addressing media after the Cabinet meeting, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said that there will be an increase of 270 rupees per quintal for milling copra and 750 rupees per quintal for ball copra over the previous season.
वर्ष 2023 में नारियल का तेल निकालने के लिए उपयोग में लाई जाने वाली फेयर एवरेज क्वालिटी की मिलिंग कोपरा के लिए 10,860 रुपए प्रति क्विंटल तथा पूजा इत्यादि में उपयोग जाने वाली बॉल कोपरा के लिए 11,750 रुपया प्रति क्विंटल का एमएसपी निर्धारित किया गया है.
The Cabinet also approved revision of pension of Defence Forces personnel and family pensioners under the One Rank, One Pension. Mr. Thakur said that after the revision, the number of beneficiaries of Defence Forces personnel and family pensioners will go up to over 25 lakh from 20 lakh at present. He informed that the total annual cost on this will be 8,450 crore rupees. Mr. Thakur said the revision will be effective from the 1st of July 2019.
वन रैंक वन पेंशन को लागू करने का निर्णय लिया गया. आज जब इसमें रिवीजन हुई है तो इसका लाभ कितने लोगों को मिलेगा? 1/7/2014 के बाद सेवानिवृत्त हुए पर्सनल जो हैं उनको मिलाकर अब इसकी संख्या 25,13,002 डिफेंस पर्सनल्स और फैमिली पेंशनर्स की हो जाती है. तो 1/7/2014 से पहले 20,60,220 ये पेंशनर्स थे और जो एरियर बनते हैं जुलाई 2019 से जून 2022 के पीरियड का एरियर भी देने का तय किया गया है.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the 75th Amrit Mahotsav of Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul Rajkot Sansthan via video conferencing today. The 5-day Amrit Mahotsav celebrations was inaugurated by Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel at Sehjanand Nagar in Rajkot on Thursday. Here's a report from a correspondent.
A large number of spiritual leaders, saints and devotees from across the world are taking part in the Grand Amrit Mahotsav celebrations being held at Sahjanand Nagar in Rajkot. As part of the Amrit Mahotsav celebrations, mega blood donation camp and free medical checkup camps are also organized at Sahjanand Nagar, where renowned multi-speciality doctors are providing free of cost medical services and medicines to the people. Established in 1948 by Sri Dham Jivan Das Ji Swami, Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul Rajkot Sansthan has more than 40 branches all over the world. Aparna Khun, AR News, Ahmedabad.
2% of the total passengers in international flights will undergo random COVID testing on arrival across all Indian airports from today. Union Civil Aviation Ministry took the decision to minimize the risk of ingress of new variant of virus in the country. Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan said in a letter to the Civil Aviation Secretary Rajiv Bansal that such travellers in each flight shall be identified by the concerned airlines and they must preferably be from different countries. Such travellers will be allowed to leave the airport after submitting their samples. Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare Dr. Mansukh Mandavia reviewed public health preparedness for management of COVID-19 and vaccination progress with states' health ministers in view of the recent rise in the COVID cases globally. Dr. Mandavia yesterday virtually interacted with state health ministers and principal secretaries in the presence of Minister of State for Health Dr. Bharati Praveen Pawar. During the meeting, Dr. Mandavia emphasized that the centre and the states need to work in a collaborative spirit as it was done during the previous surges for COVID-19 prevention and management. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The CBI has arrested former ICICI Bank CEO and Managing Director Chanda Kochhar and her husband Deepak Kochhar in connection with the alleged ICICI Bank Videocon loan fraud case. Official sources said that they have been arrested over the allegation of cheating and irregularities in loans sanctioned by the bank to the Videocon Group in 2012. Earlier, the agency had filed an FIR against Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar, Venugopal Dhoot of Videocon Group and others in the matter. In Kerala, a bus carrying Sabrimala pilgrims met with an accident in Idukki last night. 8 persons were reportedly killed and 2, including a child, injured. The bus met with the accident at Kumili in Idukki near Kerala-Tamil Nadu border. It was on the way back to Tamil Nadu after visiting Sabrimala. U.S. President Joe Biden has nominated Indian-American Richard R. Verma to a top diplomatic position in the U.S. Department of State. Mr. Biden announced his intent to nominate Verma as Deputy Secretary of State for Management and Resources. Mr. Verma is the Chief Legal Officer and Head of Global Public Policy at MasterCard. Earlier, he was the U.S. Ambassador to India and Assistant Secretary of State for Legislative Affairs during the Obama administration. He is also a veteran of the United States Air Force and has received numerous awards and decorations. Mr. Verma has also served as a trustee of the Ford Foundation and is on numerous other boards. U.S. President Joe Biden has signed the $858 billion annual defense authorization bill after Congress approved the legislation. In a statement, he noted that the act will provide benefits and enhance access to justice for defense personnel and their families. Under the aegis of our Year-Ender series, the News Services Division of All India Radio brings an exclusive interview of Parshottam Rupala, Union Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, on various initiatives and achievements of the ministry. In the interview, Mr. Rupala stresses on the need to give wide publicity to mobile veterinary ambulance services and its easy access.
देश के पशुपालकों से मैं विनती करता हूं, मैं ऑल इंडिया रेडियो के आपकी ये नंबर आप बार बार प्रसारित करें। 1962 एक पशु एम्बुलेंस का नंबर है और पूरे देश के पशुपालकों के लिए प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 4000 से ज्यादा एम्बुलेंस भारत सरकार के खर्चे से मंजूर कर दी है।
This interview can be heard on FM Gold channel from 7:10 p.m. onwards in Surkhiyon mein and from 9:15 p.m. onwards in Spotlight tonight. The 10th edition of Northeast Festival began at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in New Delhi yesterday. The festival aims to promote the Northeast region's diverse life, culture, traditions and tourism. Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Minister Narayan Rane inaugurated the MSME exhibition at the festival. Mr. Rane said that the festival will provide an opportunity to entrepreneurs from the Northeast regions. He reiterated their vision and commitment of Prime Minister Narendra Modi for rapid development of the Northeast region. Our correspondent reports that this festival has contributed a lot in boosting tourism in the northeastern states.
The 4-day cultural festival will showcase the best of Northeast India's culture resources in Delhi. More than 100 MSME businesses are taking part in the festival. They are showcasing Northeast handloom, handmade jewelry, handicraft, agriculture, horticultural products and processed food items. The festival will see several dance performances of Northeast and also a hub for food lovers in Delhi. Dipendra Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Ladakh is celebrating the Losar festival today to mark the Ladakhi New Year. Our correspondent reports that Ladakhi New Year is a major socio-religious festival celebrated in winter.
Lighting of prayer lamps, illumination of building, houses, religious places like monasteries, stupas and other business establishments, making appear that entire Ladakh is lit in light are part of celebration of Losar festival. The Losar festivities continue for 9 more days from the new year with offering of prayers in the name of God and Goddess, dances and song in honor of Ibex and pilgrimage of Mount Kailash. Losar festival is also one of the major attractions for tourists in winter season, with Ramesh Chandra Yangchandolma for AIR News from Leh Ladakh.
Well, on to sports news now. Hockey India has announced the 18-member team to represent India at the prestigious FIH Odisha Hockey Men's World Cup 2023 to be held in Bhubaneswar and Rourkela from January the 13th to 29th next year. The Indian team is grouped in Pool D along with England, Spain and Wales. Ace drag flicker Harmanpreet Singh has been named as the captain of the squad with Amit Rohidas as the vice-captain. India will begin their World Cup campaign against Spain on the 13th of January in the newly built Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium at Rourkela. In the second and final cricket test, Bangladesh will resume their second innings at the overnight score of 7 for no loss against India this morning at Shere Bangla National Stadium in Dhaka. Bangladesh trailed India by 80 runs at the end of day 2 of the match. The hosts were 7 for no loss at stumps with Najmul Hussain Shanto 5 runs and Zakir Hassan 2 runs at the crease. On day 1, the hosts were all out for 227 runs in their first innings. Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports Anurag Singh Thakur will inaugurate the national level Kabaddi Championship in Udupi in Karnataka today. The national level Kabaddi tournament will be held under the floodlights in the MGM grounds. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has launched Khelo India's new dashboard. The dashboard is inclusive of all the statistical data related to the Khelo India scheme and the Khelo India events. And now it's over to you.
Thank you, Lalima, for the press review. 16 army men die as truck falls into gorge in Sikkim is a tragic story on the front page of the Asian Age with the picture. World's first intranasal shot now available as booster in private centers at nominal cost is the Tribune headline. A government school and hostel in Chhattisgarh has been painted with natural paint made from cow dung as part of Godhan Nyay Yojana is the headline of Indian Express. This will protect environment and provide new opportunities to farmers. And finally, Kerala engineer turned farmer C.P. Chandrasekharan uses drones in his plantation and shares the idea with agricultural scientists and officials. This is a report in Hindu. Drones help not just in aerial spraying but also in providing real-time surveillance. And with that, it's back to you, Lalima.
Thank you very much. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Centre extends free food grain for more than 81 crore people under National Food Security Act till December 2023. Union Cabinet approves revision of One Rank One Pension Scheme. Over 25 lakh pensioners to benefit from the revised scheme. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address 75th Amrit Mahotsav of Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul Rajkot Sansthan today. CBI arrests former ICICI Bank CEO Chanda Kochhar and her husband Deepak Kochhar in Videocon loan fraud case. US President Joe Biden nominates Indian-American Richard Verma to top diplomatic position in State Department. And 18-member team announced to represent India at the FIH Hockey Men's World Cup 2023 in Bhubaneswar. For details of these stories and more, you may log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and our News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.